All right, well, welcome, welcome, welcome. So I'm Dr. Marcella Wilson, and this webinar is called 7 Simple Steps to Write Blog Posts That Generate Profits Instantly. Okay, so let's get started. All right, thanks for coming. I want to ask you a couple of questions. All right. Are you a business owner or a blogger who wants to make money off of their blog? If this is you, type yes in the question box. If you're a business owner for a while, or if you just set up a blog, type yes. Okay, I'm seeing lots of yeses. Yes, 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 yes. Great. Well, maybe you spend a lot of time blogging, but you haven't managed to make a dime. Okay, that was like me. So you may like to write blog posts, but you were too intimidated or you were uncomfortable to ask people to buy something from you. So if this is you, type yes in the question box that this is you. Lots of people are saying yes, 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 this is so me. Yes, yes, yes. Lots of yeses. Awesome. Okay, so maybe this is you. Maybe you've put up a sales page on your blog. You're advertising your products and services, but nobody has seen it because you're not getting any traffic to your blog. So, you can have the best blog or the best products in the whole world, but if you can't get people to your blog, then you can't make any money. So if you struggle with getting traffic to your blog, type yes in the question box. That's me. You're talking about me. Yes, yes, yes. Hell yes. Okay, great. Finally, maybe you are like me in the respect that you're the only person working on your blog, or you're the only person running this online business, and you're just stressed out. You're overwhelmed. You're doing everything, and you can't handle it all. You feel like you can never find a path or a system that frees you up to do what you enjoy and also make money. So that was me so much. Like a year ago, I just wanted to throw in the towel and give up. I told all my friends that I'm done. So if this is you, type yes in the question box. Okay, I see lots of yeses. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, good. Well, if you felt any one of those ways, then guess what? Welcome. You're in the right place. You're with your tribe. I understand you. I feel you. But I'm also so proud of you that you've taken some time out of your busy schedule today to help resolve some of those issues that you're having. And you know what? I promise you that the information that you're going to get in this webinar is going to help alleviate some of those pressures that you're facing with your blog. So I want you to, during this next 45 minutes or so, I just want you to eliminate all distractions, silence your cell phone, shut down your email, close other browsers, close the door. I know it's tough. I hate to be without my cell phone for a second. But I just want you to focus on this webinar because your business, your blog, you are worth this investment of this 1 hour of your time. And I've got some pretty awesome stuff to share with you. All right. I also want you to stick around to the end because what I'm going to say can change the course of your blog and start bringing money into your bank account, but also because I'm giving a special bonus at the end of the webinar. So you got to stick around to hear about that, and I don't want you to miss a thing. So I was going to start singing Aerosmith, and I don't want you to miss a thing. I know you're thinking, don't quit your day job. Okay. So what are we going to learn in this session? Today, in this free training, I'm going to teach you how to build the perfect blog using these innovative 7 steps that I've formulated that's going to bring more traffic, customers to your site. But more specifically, I'm going to tell you how to make money from your blog posts, okay? Because let's face it, If you have a blog, somebody can visit your blog, read a blog post, but never make it to the sales page. Okay? They could leave your blog and go to another website. So I'm going to teach you how to capture that customer and make money from blog posts. I'll also how to tell you how to exploit Google to get customers, not readers, to your blog. Because you don't want people just coming to your blog that are just looky-loos, like they look and leave, right? I can show you how to get people coming to your blog who are already interested in buying or researching products and services that you offer, okay? Cool, right? And lastly, I'm going to show you a simple plan. These 7 steps are a simple plan that you can use over and over and over again to write blog posts that will generate profits for you in your business. How does that sound? Does that sound good? Okay, great. But before we get started, before we delve deep into this material, I do want to spend a few minutes telling you a little bit about myself, because you probably don't know me, and there's a lot of people online saying stuff and teaching people how to make money online, teaching people how to blog. But I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, but I want to let you know, I want to share with you who I am, what I've done, and how what I've learned and what I've experienced can help you with your blog. All right, so I'm Dr. Marcella Wilson. This is my education. I have a BA in journalism because I love to write. I have a master's in computer science and a PhD in computer science. So this picture is me on my graduation day. That's my wonderful advisor. And if you look at me, I'm happy, but I was super tired. So I've been married for a couple of years and I had a baby. So I wasn't sleeping through the night, but I was ecstatic to finish, but I was tired. All right. So after I left, so actually while I was getting my PhD, I was working as an aeronautical engineer at NASA. And yes, an aeronautical engineer is a fancy way of saying rocket scientist. So I was there. After I left NASA, I began teaching computer science, and I began teaching because teaching is like 10 hours a week. That's considered full-time. So I wanted to be home with my baby more, so that's why I became a professor. And also I've been designing websites for individuals, businesses, government departments for years. Okay, I've also had a successful and profitable blog for over 5 years. I've appeared on local news stations discussing technology. I've been in Redbook magazine numerous times. I've been quoted by major news outlets for my expertise. I've been Fox News, MSNBC, The Today Show. I've done high fashion shoots in New York City, all that. But the reason I was able to do all these great, amazing, crazy, amazing things was because of my blog, right? Because of my blog, people learned about me and I was able to do all of those wonderful things. But there was a little problem that I was having. It wasn't a problem, but I showed you this picture, right? You see that red arrow is pointing to my stomach. Okay, so while I was teaching, little did I know that I was pregnant, not with 1 baby, but with 2. I was pregnant with twins. My husband and I were over the moon, but the problem was I couldn't teach in the classroom because I was always sick. I couldn't stand for long periods of time. I got tired. But, you know, my university, they offered me 1 course to teach online, just 1. I took it, and I was grateful to be working at home and stay with my baby. But I was scared because we went from 2 full-time salaries to 1. And I don't know if y'all realize that diapers and formulas are expensive. Can I get a witness out there who listening on this webinar understands that diapers and formula are expensive? And has anybody seen the price of eggs lately? I mean, what are the chickens doing? It's expensive up in that grocery store. So I was nervous. And I began to worry. And I was really worried because I thought that if I go back and if I try to get full-time work, I felt like I would be uncompetitive because I had been out of work for so long. All right, so that's why I started blogging, and all of these wonderful things came to me because of blogging. But you know what? I still had problems. The problem was my blog was successful. I mean, you saw the things I did, but I wasn't making any money. So all the stuff you saw, I didn't make 1 cent. I was traveling, speaking on TV and magazines, but I didn't get paid. I didn't make any money. I was losing money. So it was hard because by then I had my twins and I was exhausted, right? I just wanted to stay home with my children because I have my oldest daughter. She was now a toddler, and now I have 2 babies, right? So I was like, look, I have got to figure out a way to make money online. I got a PhD. I can understand, I know how the computer works, but I had no business savvy, right? So this picture of me, it just takes me back to that time because I could feel how tired and exhausted I was from all the running around I was doing. So I don't know why I didn't pull up the couch cushion so I could just at least rest my head on it, probably because I didn't want to wake up the babies. And I apologize at the top of the screen. I guess the diapers didn't make it to the diaper pail. I'm sorry. I was just so drained. I was running on fumes. Um, so because of this, I made it my mission. I had to figure out a way to work smarter, not harder, because I couldn't keep going at the pace I was going because my twins were sleeping, but I wasn't, right? Okay, so what I did was I took some time out, a couple of years, and I actually began studying marketing in the business side of the internet. Okay, and I actually became obsessed with blogging and obsessed with trying to figure out how I can make money online. And I started to apply those things that I learned to my blog. And guess what? I started to make money online. So let me tell you, there's nothing better than waking up in the morning and checking your email and seeing that you have an email in your inbox letting you know that someone just bought a product or service from your blog. That's a great way to start out the day. So I began to continually refine this system of blogging to bring customers and traffic to my blogs and in turn make more money. All right. So like I said, I know there's a lot of people out there teaching, but I'm going to challenge you to find someone who has more education than I do, who has more experience than I do in this topic of blogging. All right. And making money online. So the way I teach is different. Okay. I won't teach you, I won't be giving you all kind of technical jargon so it's hard to understand and you get turned off. I'm going to break it down so it's easy to understand. All right? I'm going to let you take a peek behind the scenes of the internet, and I'm going to give you the information that's going to allow you to harness the internet's power. In turn, you can take that insider information, implement it into your blog, so you can reap the results of more traffic, customers, and cash. Because if you know how the internet works or how it really truly works, then you're going to have a leg up on the competition. You're going to be one step closer to making a sale. You're going to have an unfair advantage over everybody else, and that's the goal, to make a sale and to make more money. And that's what we want, right? So I'm going to share what I've learned with you today. So everybody should have a workbook. If they haven't downloaded it, you should see it in the handout. In the handout, we talk about biggest fears people have. So I work with people all the time with their blog and setting up things for them online. These are the biggest fears. People are so, and you listening to this, you probably have one or some of these fears as well. People say when I'm setting out to start a blog and start a business online, they're afraid nobody's going to come to my blog and I'm not going to sell anything. And they also fear that they're just going to fail because, you know, I let the tech overwhelm me. I didn't put enough time into it. There's a lot of fear involved, okay? That's natural. That's normal, but that you can overcome that, because the thing is, everybody's blogging now. So now is the time for you. Now is the perfect time for you to start that blog or jumpstart it. And if you're not blogging, you're already losing money, you're wasting your time, and you're trying to make money the hard way. Okay, so the formula I'm going to give you today with the 7 steps, take it, use it, ride that thing till the wheel falls off. Okay, so are you ready? Everybody got their workbook, their pen ready, their pencil sharpened? Let's go. First, we're going to talk about some stats. I'm going to be referring to these stats, and I want you to keep them, tuck them away as I go through this presentation. I know we got people logged in from all over, some outside of the US, I see. But this is for Americans, that we know that 80% of Americans look for information online first when they're thinking about buying something. I know I do this. If I want to buy a TV, I'm looking at some clothes, I'm trying to see if I can find it cheaper somewhere else. I'm looking for coupons that I can use at the grocery store. How many people type in the chat box, if you go online to look for something that you're going to buy, especially a big purchase, right? We're going online. All right, second, 93% of online experiences begin with a search engine. Can you guess what search engine they're going to? Type it in the chat box. If you can guess. Yep, I see it already. Google. People are going to Google to search, period. Not even if they're, looking to buy something. They're going to Google. Research has shown that most people, if they're searching for something on Google or another search engine, they don't even go past page 1. Okay, 75%. And then also, the bottom stat gave me much hope. 25% of customers are going to buy the first time they visit your blog. So I'm going to ask you, what are you selling? Because 25% of people straight out the gate are going to buy. You may ask, what are the other 75% of people doing? They're researching. They are gathering information to make an informed decision to buy. So your job is to have information on your blog that will help them make an informed decision. All right? All right. Let's talk about your blog, or let's talk about websites in general, because a website is basically, it's a generic term for things you can see on the internet, right? Videos, images, documents, text. But there are 2 types of websites. There are static websites, there are dynamic websites. A static website is a website that does not change or changes rarely. A dynamic website is a website that changes constantly. Okay, static does not change. Dynamic changes all the time. I'm all about examples. So here's an example of a static website. Google. So every time you go to google.com, you're going to see the same thing. Now, yeah, the image of the word Google might change because they might have a fun picture based on if it's a holiday or a special day or something. But it's the same every time you go there. You're only going to do one thing. This is an example of a static website. All right. A blog is a dynamic website, right? Every morning I get up, I love going to read the New York Post online because they're so snarky and funny. They make me laugh. Plus, I get, the top news of the day. But this website is always changing. When you go to it now, it doesn't look like that. If you go to the New York Post throughout the day, it's constantly changing. They're constantly putting new stories. It's dynamic. It's always changing. All right. So right now, you're probably thinking, okay, well, why do I really, really, really need a blog over a regular static website? Because a lot of times when people come to me and they want me to create a website for them, they're like, I want just a regular website. I don't want a blog. And I'm like, no, you need a blog, right? And they're like, why? And I'm like, because Google loves blogs. Google is one of the top sites in the world. It gets over 3 billion hits a day, right? So if Google loves blogs, then you need to do what you can to exploit it so it can benefit you and your business. So remember I said that, 93% of online experiences begin with the search engine. All right, and people don't go past the first page of the results. So your job as a business owner or as a blogger is you want to show up on the first page of Google. This is not as hard as it seems, right? But you have to rank high in Google because more customers will see you, hopefully click on your link which will take them to your blog and hopefully get more sales. All right, but let's get in depth about how Google works and how it benefits your blog and your business and your bottom line, which is your bank account. Okay, so Google's job is to find the latest and greatest data on any given topic, right? It doesn't want to return any old news articles that were from 2 weeks ago. It wants to return the latest, greatest information about whatever a person is typing in, right? So how does Google do this? It's constantly searching the internet to find this information, and they use Google bots, right? So now they don't actually use robots. I know I have a picture of a cute robot, but a Google bot is actually bits of software, bits of code that searches the internet to find the latest and greatest relevant information on any given topic. It's always looking for images, videos, text, documents, you name it. So crawling is what it's called when a Google bot is looking through the internet to try to find the latest and greatest information, excuse me, it can return back to Google. All right, so I can hear you. All right, Dr. Wilson, what does all this crawling and robot Google bots have to do with my blog and my business? Okay, the awesome thing is that once you start blogging regularly, the trick is you have to blog on a regular basis, right? You're going to start ranking higher in Google because websites that are static and don't change as often, the Google bots are going to say, I don't want to return this website's information back to Google because it rarely changes, right? But hey, Karen has a blog and she updates this every day. She has the latest, greatest information on yoga, so I'm going to return this and rank it high in Google. All right, so this is a great reason to have a blog rather than just a regular website. So the true power in this is that there could be two businesses. You run a business and your friend runs another business. You have a blog, your friend has a website. You guys have a business on the same thing. If you're blogging consistently, that person could have been in business for years. You could have just started your blog. You're going to rank higher in Google because you're blogging. All right? So you want to blog because Google will rank you extremely high and customers will find you and then they're going to go to your website. But what are the Google bots really looking for? I mean, how do they know that your blog has the latest and greatest information, right? So they're looking for keywords. And not just any keywords. They're looking for the most popular keywords and keyword phrases that people enter when they're searching for your products and services. So your job is you've got to find out the keywords that customers are most likely to enter into Google when they're searching for products and services that you offer. So you got to do some research. But actually Google helps you with that. They have a tool called this is a tongue twister, the Google Keyword Planner tool, right? So I want you to write down this URL. Take a second, write this down. This is going to be very important for you in your business. If you go there, type in, say your business is on your fitness trainer. If you type in fitness trainer, it's going to give you the most popular keywords associated with that phrase. So you want to make the keyword planner tool your friend. All right? So how do you take advantage of this, right? So because you know how Google returns its results in the search engines, but how do you structure your blog post to take advantage of all this? You do this using my 7 simple steps that I'm about to blast into. Okay? If you use these 7 simple steps to write your blog post, you're going to generate profits instantly. Let's get started. Step number 1. You've got your keyword keywords, right? I'm assuming you've already gone to the keyword planner tool and you've written down the top keywords. You want to put keywords in the title. So when I blog, I use WordPress as my blogging software. So that's what I use. I recommend, but you can use anything you like. This is what it looks like when you're creating a new post. The trick is you want to make sure that you put a keyword as close to the beginning of the title as possible, right? Let me say that again. Put the keyword as close to the beginning of the title as possible. So let's assume you're a style blogger and you're blogging about lipstick, right? The keyword is lipstick. So here's an example of a bad blog post title: the 10 hottest lipstick colors for the fall. This is a bad blog post title if you're trying to get more traffic and customers to your website, because the keyword is smack in the middle of the title. No, this is a no-no. The Google bots are going to have to work to find this keyword. The keyword needs to be as close to the beginning of the title as possible. Here is an example of a good blog post title: lipstick colors for the fall. The keyword is first. That's our goal. All right, now you may be saying, Dr. Wilson, I'm writing this blog post and I can't get the keyword in the beginning. It only works at the end. All right, well, I got a cool trick for you. You write the keyword, then a colon, and then you write out the title as is. So here it says Lipstick 101, how to apply lipstick like a pro. So this is cool because I get the keyword in first, and then it's also in there 2 times. So the Google bots are going to love this and rank this very high in Google. So that's your first step, keywords in the title. Second step, keywords in the body of your blog post. Okay, so in the text that you're writing, the body of this blog post, you want to take those keywords and keyword phrases that you found in the keyword planner tool, sprinkle them throughout the text. Now you want to be sure to make complete sentences. You just don't want to be typing your keywords over and over again. They have to make sense. But if you do this, this is a guaranteed way to get your blog to rank higher in Google. Okay? Keywords in the body. Step number 3, you want to add links to your blog posts. All right? Because Google doesn't just look at keywords to determine if it should return your blog in its search results. It looks at links that are going in and out of your blog. So it looks at people who are linking to your blog, like people are saying, hey, this is a good blog post, and it has a link. But you might be saying, well, I'm new, I don't have people, no one knows about my blog, no one is linking to me, and I have no idea who's linking to me, and that's valid. But Google cares how other people see your site. If other people think your blog is popular and a lot of people are linking to it, that's an indicator that your blog or that blog post is popular and it's going to continue to send traffic to your blog. So here's what I recommend that you do. You have I recommend 2 links per blog post. One to a link to somewhere else in your blog, and then a link to another article that's discussing what you're talking about in your blog post, right? So say you have a blog post. At the end, you can say, hey, I'm selling something. Here's the link to get it. So you have a link to another page, the sales page on your blog, and then you link to an outside article that is talking about what you're talking about. So you want to have 2 links in each blog post because Google cares who you're linking to and who's linking to you. Step 4, you want to ask questions to your readers because Google loves it when blogs are interactive, meaning it specifically loves when people leave comments on your blog posts. This also shows how popular your blog is. Because if you have lots of comments for a blog post, then Google knows that people are reading your blog. It's going to return the love and send more traffic to your site. All right? So at the end of each blog post, I always ask my readers a question to get them to leave comments. Another cool thing you can do is use Facebook comments. Now this is a plugin. If you don't know how to set it up, you can get someone else to do it for you. But the cool thing about Facebook comments is that when the reader uses Facebook to make their comment, it shows up on their Facebook page or profile for all of their friends to see. So this hopefully brings in more readers to your site, because Google considers Facebook traffic when it's returning its search results. Because Facebook has 1 billion accounts, that's billion with a B, and over 800 million people are on Facebook every day. So if you're popular on Facebook, Google takes notice. Isn't it interesting how Google and Facebook are connected? This is some really cool, interesting stuff, very powerful, that you're learning today. Okay, step 5. Step 5 is you have to have a call to action. You have to tell people what to do. So at the end of each blog post, or in the middle, or whatever, you want to invite your readers to purchase one of your products, but you have to make it clear, right? You have to tell them explicitly what to do. Click on this link. Click on this button to purchase whatever you're discussing. So what you don't want to do is you don't want to assume that just because the reader is reading that blog post that they're going to buy your product or know where to go if they want to buy it. You must make it easy for them. Okay? So you want to have a button or a link telling them exactly what to do. So say, for example, you're selling tennis balls. You sell tennis products on your blog and you wrote an ebook on tennis elbow. So a good strategy is to write a blog post that's an excerpt of the ebook. You know, you can put one chapter as a blog post. So at the end of the blog post, have a clear call to action telling that customer to click on a link or click on a button to purchase your ebook. And your customer or your potential customer is actually going to appreciate this, because if they like what they've read and they want to read more, you're helping them get more education on this topic, and you're giving them information to make an informed decision. So, and also the selling is fluid. It's not like clunky. It's just part of the process. It's like, oh, you're reading this. If you want to read more, click here, buy the ebook, period. It's not weird at all. Okay? All right, steps number 6. You want to have keywords in the tags. So what's a tag? So Googlebots read the tags, and it's a section on your dashboard when you're creating a blog post. A tag tells the Googlebot who wrote this blog post, the last date this page was updated, what this page is about, and it also has keywords. But you have to enter those keywords. You want to be sure to enter those 10 keywords or popular keyword phrases that you found in the keyword planner tool. So you want keywords in the tag section, keywords in the body, and keywords in the title. Okay? Last step. You got to add an image or video to your blog post. A lot of y'all listening saying like, duh, of course, we already know that. But there's a trick, right? Because you definitely want to add it anyway, because you know, no one wants to read like blocks of text. You want to break it up, make it look pretty, put an image or video in it, right? So if you're using WordPress, if you want to upload an image, you click that Add Media button, and a funny thing is going to happen. Well, not funny, but if you see where my picture is, so that's the window that pops up when you're going to upload a picture and embed it into your blog post. All right? It's going to ask you for the title, description, and alternate text for that image. I want you to put keywords in the title, use them as close to the beginning as possible, and put your keywords, sprinkle them throughout the description and the alternate text. All right, the same thing you would do for a blog post. Then, when you embed a video in your blog post, that's what it looks like on the right of your screen, I believe. I suggest you upload it to YouTube first, okay? Just as a side note, YouTube is just a big video search engine. Google bought YouTube several years ago. So if Google bought YouTube and Google is a search engine and YouTube is a video search engine, guess how YouTube works? You guessed it, keywords. So when you upload your YouTube video, it's going to ask you to enter a title, a description, and tags for that video. So again, you're going to use keywords in those sections just like you would for your blog post or for an image. So am I beginning to repeat myself here? Are you beginning to see the pattern of how Google and YouTube and even Facebook all work in conjunction with one another? If you can apply what you've just learned to your blog, then you're going to rank extremely high in Google, which in turn will allow more customers to your site and they can buy your products and services. So personally, I believe that the blog post is the most single effective tool to educate your reader and turn them into a customer. All right. I also am a professor, so I give my students assignments. I can't give you an assignment, but I understand that the most important thing that you do with what you learn is to take action. So I want you guys to take action on what you learned, okay? Here's what I want you to do. And I want you to do it because it's going to bring more traffic to your blog. It's going to bring more money to your bank account because you're going to get more customers. So first thing I want you to do is today, tomorrow, or the next day, you wrote down the URL to the keyword planner tool. Go search the top 10 keyword phrases and keywords for your topic. Then, secondly, you might know this already, find out the most important people in your field. All right, the other bloggers that are talking about what you're talking about. Because remember, we need to link out to other people in your blog posts because Google looks at that. So you want to find out who these people are and link to them or subscribe to their blog. Next, I want you to pinky promise swear to me that by next week, I'm giving you 1 week, that you are going to write a blog post using the 7 steps I just gave you. Can you do that? All right, type in the question box if you're going to do this. Okay, yes, absolutely, I can do it. Thank you. Yes, I want you to take action today. The time is today because we don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. Okay, so I know somebody listening to me is thinking, well, that's great, but you're just talking about a blog post. I have a whole blog. There's other stuff I need to get straight on my blog too. Like, how do I introduce myself to my readers? How do I set up my contact page? And the question I get all the time, what should I sell? And how do I sell it from my blog? And how do I make money online? All right, so we talked about this earlier, really, right? We talked about the way you were already doing things. We talked about how people listening to this webinar were going in circles, taking so much time to do a blog post. We talked about how people were suffering from blog burnout. So in all reality, you can keep doing things the way you've been doing. All right? Or you have another option. You could say, hey, I'm going to cut the learning curve and I'm going to do it simple and strategic. I'm going to follow a plan that takes a little bit of time, and I'm going to be guided through the process of getting my blog to a place where I can make more money and bring more traffic and customers to my site. Because guess what? The truth is, if you're still listening to me, then you realize that your blog is important. You have a vision for your blog. You have a mission and a purpose for your blog. And that's valid and that's important. You should be passionate about what you're doing, and I commend you for that. Okay, so let me just ask you an important question. What is your vision for your blog? What is the mission and the purpose for your blog? I want you to put it in the chat box below. I'll give you a second to do that. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'll tell you mine. Mine is to help people achieve their vision or their passion through their blog. Okay, so let me read a couple because they're coming in. All right. Tina A says she wants to become a world-class tennis coach. Cool. That's really cool. Brenda said she wants to help moms be the mom that their heart wants to be. Oh, that's so sweet. I'm a mom, so I'd probably read your blog, Brenda. So these are all great, and they're coming in, and I'm not going to read them all because I don't have enough time to read them all. But I do want to say that you all have amazing passion and vision, and I'm so glad that you're on this webinar and that I hopefully can serve you or help you in achieving the visions and the missions that you have for your blog. All right. So today we went over blog posts and we spent some time talking about why blogging is so important and how to make money online. But there's more to a blog post than that. There's more to blogging than that. Okay? What I really want to know is how would you like it if I could help you put together your whole blog in such a way that it's a business machine? How does that sound? Would you like it if I could help you set up your blog as a profitable business? Because that's why you're on this webinar. That's why you're listening. You want a blog, but you want to generate money. Okay? And I want to tell you that you can make a healthy income from your blog. You can generate a part-time income of, say, 4 figures. You can make 5 figures from your blog. I know of people that are making 6 and some people even 7 figures from their blog and their online business. So can it be done? Absolutely. Yes, it can. And you can do it. All right? But you have to make your vision happen. And if you want it to happen through your blog, let me help you do that, because my vision, like I said earlier, is to help people achieve their vision or passion through their blog. So my vision is not just going to come to me. I've got to go out there and get it, right? So I'm trying to make my dreams come true by helping you. So if you would like me to help you, I want to introduce something that I've created to you. And it's called Blogging for Bucks, 10 Ways to Turn Your Blog into a Bank. This is an ebook I've written because so many people come to me asking me, I want to make money online. I want to work from home. I want to start an online business. And everyone knows it goes back to that blog. That's where, it starts. That's where it begins. That's where it ends. That's where you can build your business, generate income, build a brand, create a lifestyle for you and your family. So this is an ebook I've written for that specific purpose. And this ebook is a blueprint for creating a blog that consistently generates income and brings in customers. So it has to do those two things. If you want a profitable online business, if you want a blog that generates income, you have to bring in customers, because if no one gets to your site, or if the right people don't get to your site, there's no way you can generate income. So what I really focus on in this ebook is bringing traffic into your blog. So if you're just starting out and you have low traffic or no traffic, I talk about that. If you've been around for a while and you just can't seem to get people to your blog, you can't get you just get looky-loos, people coming and leaving. I'm going to tell you how to get people to your blog. And then I'm going to tell you how to generate income from your blog. Turn those readers, convert them into customers. Okay? So let me talk about what you're going to get in that ebook that I've written. Okay, so you're going to get the Blogging for Bucks blueprint on how to create a profitable blog, right? It's 9 chapters, 73 pages long, jam-packed with all the information that I know that people, my mentors and my associates and people I work with use to generate income off of their blog. Um, I also want to say, hey, y'all know I got a bachelor's in journalism, so I know how to write. I can tell you how to blog. I have a master's and a PhD in computer science. I'm a professor. I've taught for over 5 years computer science and information systems, so I know how the internet works. I know how computers work. Let me help you. Let me give you the insider information. Let me let you take a peek behind the curtain and break it down in layman's term, in everyday language, how you can turn your blog into a bank. Let me help you do that. Okay? Um, I'm not just going to give you the ebook. I'm going to give you other stuff as well. You're going to get checklists, templates, cheat sheets, all kind of things to help you go through this ebook and make your blog a success. But what I'm most excited about is that you're going to get a workbook to go along with the ebook, because I'm a professor, I teach students, I understand that the best way to learn is to actually do. So with each chapter, at the end of each chapter, you're going to go to your workbook and you're going to do a little assignment based on what you learned in that chapter of the ebook. So this is really more than just an ebook. It's like a mini training. So we've got 9 chapters. I'm going to get into the chapters in a second, but you're going to get a workbook so that you're not just going to read it. You're going to read it and then you're going to do the mini assignments, and that will actually turn your blog into a profitable business. You'll learn the tools and the things you need to do to turn your blog into a business. Okay, so here's some of the assignments, some of the things that you're going to be doing. You're going to solve your customers' needs by identifying services and products, right? Because you're trying to sell stuff. You've got to identify their needs. You've got to solve their problems. I'm going to show you how to do that in the ebook. We're also going to help you create blog posts that educate them and help them make a decision to buy. Now, we learned a lot about how to write a blog post today. In the book, I delve in deeper. I tell you how to educate your customer, because that's the first thing you need to do. You need to educate them, and then you need to solve their problem. So I'm going to show you how to do that in the blog post. We're also going to help you go over or create your bio for your about page. So I don't know if you know this, but the #1 most visited page on any blog is the bio or about page. And you know why? Because people want to get to know you. People don't buy from you unless they like, know, and trust you. You may have heard that before. So people go to the bio page or the about page because they want to learn about you. They want to see if they like you, if you're cool, if you're quirky, if you're fun, if you know what you're talking about. So I'm going to go over that in the ebook so we can get your bio or about page straight. We're going to talk about email, because as far as I'm concerned, if you don't have an email list, there's no way you can make money through your blog. I'm going to say that again. If you don't have an email list, there's no way you can make money off of your blog. If your blog is up, or the first day you put your blog up, you need to start asking people for their email addresses day 1. Okay? I'm going to get into that about how to write an email in the ebook. Okay, but the ebook has 9 chapters, but let's get into the 7 main concepts that we're going to talk about. Because like the first chapter is the introduction and things like that. But let's get into the 7 main content, 7 main concepts that I'm going to talk about. The first one we're going to talk about, you need to go where your customers are, right? If your customer is online, and you know how I know that? Because there's research that shows that when people are searching for products and services, now they go online first. Over 90% of people go online first to buy a product or service. Now, I don't know about you, but me, if I'm buying anything, I'm going online. I'm looking for coupons. I'm looking for user reviews. I'm comparing prices. So if you're trying to sell something, you need to have a blog. If you don't have a blog, you're already losing money. Your customer is online. Get online. All right? Next, I'm going to teach you how to create traffic jams on your blog for free. Now, there are a lot of things you can do to pay to get traffic to your site. You can create Facebook ads and Instagram ads and lots of other things, but I'm going to show you how to create traffic jams, how to get the right people to your blog for free. I'm going to show you all of the Google hacks. I'm going to show you how Google works, okay? And how to use Google to get people to your blog, because I don't know if you know this, but we talked a little bit about this, right? Google loves blogs. I'm going to get into more detail. So I want you to use that to benefit your blog so people can find you and you can get huge amounts of traffic to your blog. So, I'm not a salesperson. I cannot teach people how to sell, but I can teach you how to make money off your blog. And the way you do that is you need to help your customer, educate them, and then invite them to buy a product or a service. See, the key is you have to first get them to like, know, and trust you, right? You do that by blogging every week or getting them to sign up for your email list, and you send them an email once a week about topics related to your blog. So you're helping them, you're educating them, right? You're solving a problem, you're identifying a need they have, and then you offer things that help solve these problems that they're having, and which is the whole reason they're coming to your blog in the first place. And you may be saying, oh, well, my blog is about, like celebrity gossip. I don't need to educate anyone. Yeah, but you're informing them, you're entertaining them, and that actually is solving a need. We need to be entertained. So this works for whatever type of blog you have. And I get more into detail in that in the ebook. So I'm not a salesperson. I don't believe in being pushy. I believe in meeting your customer at their need. All right. I also talk about how to create traffic jams on your blog for a fee. All right, because after a little bit, you may, if your blog has been around for a while and you're generating income, you may want to invest money in, say, Facebook ads or advertising and things like that. That's what we talk about here. It's so important to write correct content for your reader. Okay? What I talk about is writing content that your potential customer is looking for, right? So if you're selling tennis balls, your customer is someone who plays tennis, right? Or wants to play tennis, or is trying to buy something for someone else who plays tennis. But so they're looking for certain things. They have certain problems, maybe tennis elbow or something like that. So you need to write content that your customer is looking for. that's going to pop up in Google when they're searching to solve this tennis elbow problem, and you're going to rank high because I'm going to teach you all the tricks, and then they're going to go to your site and buy. Okay? So I'm going to teach you. You're not going to be just blogging all willy-nilly, just writing what you feel like. You want to educate your customer, but then you have to have content on your site that consumers are specifically looking for because they want to buy. They're looking for your products and services. Oh, y'all hear my phone? Did you hear that ding? All right, I'm sorry. I'm never far from my phone. All right. Let's look at what else we're going to get to in my ebook. I said it before, if you don't have an email list, you don't have anything. A popular internet marketer always says that the money is on the list, and this is so true. So we're going to talk about email marketing and how so very important it is for you, like I said, from day one to start collecting email addresses from your readers and how to, stay in touch with them because, 25% of people who come to your blog are ready to buy, if you're offering services and products that they're looking for. The other 75%, what are they doing? They're doing research. So how do you know if that customer will come back? You have to have a way to stay in contact with them. So hopefully they'll go to your blog, they'll see it's great, and they'll sign up for your email list, and you can stay in contact with them later, and hopefully they'll buy from you down the line. All right, and then of course we're going to talk about the most important thing. I'm going to go over 10 super popular, amazing, easy ways to turn your blog into a bank. So the thing about this is I put things on here for at whatever stage you are at. So if you just started a blog, day one, I have things for the novice blogger. If you've been in the game for a year or two, you're very experienced, I've got some things for you too. So one of these 10 ways, two of these 10 ways, three of these 10 ways are going to appeal to you or fit where you are right now. So this is really cool. It's really exciting, and I don't want you to think that, because I'm just starting out, that she's not going to have anything for me, or I don't want you to think, well, I'm so advanced or I've been in the game for so long, I've done it all. Well, I've got stuff here for you as well. Okay? So those are my 7 main concepts that I cover in my ebook. I also am going to throw in a bonus ebook for you because a lot of times I do get people who are they haven't even set up their blog yet. They know they want to put up a blog and make money, start an online business. So if that's you, I've thrown in an ebook, and it's called Want to Create a Blog. We'll read this first. And it's actually a beginner's guide on what to do before you start blogging. So if this is you, it's really, really, really a good read. So this is another ebook I've written because people were asking me, like, how do I even set up a blog or start it? So I wrote this book. So you're going to get that if you get my ebook. So at the beginning I was saying that if you stuck around to the end, I've got some bonuses for you. Well, here they are, and it's 2 of them. I told you, guys, I had a lot in store for you. I'm so appreciative of you listening and taking time out of your busy schedule to spend with me. So the first fast action bonus you get if you get my ebook is that you're going to get the cheat sheet. It's called the Blog Post Blueprint. Now, those are actually what we covered in this webinar today, the 7 steps. So I call it the Blog Post Blueprint. So I'm essentially going to give you the slides that we went over today. So if you want the slides from this webinar, I'm going to give it to you right here. Blog Post Blueprint. I'm also going to give you the digital product guide. It's what to sell and how to price your product, because that's another thing that I know I encountered and other people that I've coached or other of my friends that are bloggers and work online building businesses. Once you start selling, or you want to sell, and you say to yourself, well, what should I sell? You know, I want to sell this. I don't know if it's going to sell. What should I sell? And what should I price it as? And I remember I took, a couple years ago, I took a course. Now, I'm always learning too. So I took a course about blogging and pricing in online businesses. And I was so excited when I got to the part about pricing, but she really didn't say anything. And I was like, so what I done in this guide is I give you pricing information, and I've also given you things to sell based on your blog topics. So it's really, really good. Um, and you're going to get that if you get my ebook today. All right. So the total value of my ebook and all the bonuses and what you're going to get comes to over $500, right? You're going to get the ebook. The ebook really is like a textbook. So, I don't know. I'm a professor. I write things that way. So now I do want to say it's easy to understand. It's in everyday language, not a lot of technical jargon or mumbo jumbo in it, so don't get scared. But that ebook is like a textbook. It's very informative. It has a lot of information in that. All right. The workbook alone is like $200. It's a mini training of the ebook. And I'll tell you in a second, I actually did this at a workshop, and I'll tell you in a second how much people paid to go to a workshop where I taught this, which you're going to get in this ebook. The ebook bonus, which is want to create a blog, read this first, that's a $49 value. You can see the rest, but if you add up everything that I'm offering with this ebook, it's over $500. So I know you're probably thinking, woo, well, how much are you offering this ebook? So, like I said, I taught this as a workshop. Some people hired me to come and teach this to some consultants and entrepreneurs and business owners. And for my session, where I taught them everything that you're going to learn in this ebook, they paid to attend that conference, and they paid a separate price to come to my session. My session was $179. Okay, just to attend my 2-hour workshop. $179. So, how much am I asking for this ebook? Is it $505? No, I'm not going to charge you that. Is it $179? I'm not going to charge you that. Today, I'm giving you a special offer of $77. You get my ebook, the workbook, the bonus ebook, the pricing guide, the cheat sheet of the slides, everything. You're going to get only for $77. Okay? This is a limited time offer. And I'm not going to have this going for very long. But if you say to yourself, this is amazing, which I think it is, and this is for me, then I want you to go to www.marcellawilson.com/join. Right? It's worth over $500. I charge $179 when I did it for a workshop. You can get it for $77. So here it is. If you're ready right now, go to this website. Now, I'm the kind of person that, like, my husband makes fun of me, but I feel things. I know when things are right. I know when it moves me. You know what I mean? Like, I just know things will work out and I'll know what to do at the right time because I'll feel it, right? I'm not one to kind of say, oh, I want to do that, but I'm going to do it tomorrow. If you feel this is for you, then I want you to go to this website right now and sign up so you can get your ebook and all the bonuses. So, who is this for? This is for you if you're trying to start an online business. Maybe you're a personal trainer, you want to start a blog, you're a stay-at-home mom, you're entrepreneur, solopreneur, mompreneur. Okay? This is for you if you have limited time to work on your blog. If you have a small team or no team, I know some people out there, don't you hate when you like, go to these webinars and people act like you have teams or all this money to pour into building your business. That bugs me, and I know that you're listening because you're not there. If you have a small team or no team, you're looking to start making money off of your blog or online business, this is for you. It's only $77. Now, really, you have nothing to lose because I'm offering a money back 100% guarantee. Guarantee. So, there's nothing to lose. Okay? So, if you're ready, you want to go to marcellawilson.com and you want to join. When you go to this URL, here's what you're going to see. You'll basically see the title, and then there's a little button. You're going to click this button right here. When you click that Buy Now button, it's going to take you to another page, which is the final step. And now this is PayPal, but you don't have to have a PayPal account to pay, right? So you pay the $77 and everything is sent automatically to your email inbox. As soon as you pay, boom, everything hits your email inbox. You can start right away learning and implementing what I'm teaching you to start making money off of your blog. So, here is what you're going to get, $25. I am going to take some questions, all right, because I know you guys have been waiting patiently and people are asking questions and I want to get to them all. So, that is my course. I do want to get to some questions because people are leaving me questions. All right, and I really don't want you to leave without getting some questions. All right, so let me take your first question. All right, so Becky says, how do we know people are coming to my blog? How do I know that they're customers? How can we be so sure that they are going to buy? Well, that is a great question. You can't guarantee that everyone who visits your site is going to want to hear what you've got to say or is interested in buying your products or services. However, if you populate your site with content that consumers are looking for online, then you can be sure that the people that are coming to your blog are potential customers, right? Because so we already know, like I already said, that 25% of people coming to your blog are going to buy right off the bat. The other 75% are doing research. So if you're selling tennis products online and the person is looking for tennis products in Google and your blog pops up, they're going to know from your content, this is what I'm going to teach you in the course, they're going to know from your content that you already sell tennis products online. So the person clicking your link to go to your blog shows intent from that customer. All right. The reader is going to know before they get to your blog that you sell tennis products. So you're going to weed out the readers even before they come to your blog. All right. The reader already knows from the search results that you sell products. So no, they may not buy anything on the first visit, but the educational content hopefully will hook them and keep them coming back, and hopefully you can get their email address and you'll stay in contact with them, and when they're ready to buy, they'll buy from you. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see. I want to say thank you to Brody from Allentown. Brody just signed up for Blogging for Bucks. Brody, thank you. I am so excited to work with you. Ahmad from, let me see, Capitol Heights. Ahmad, thank you so much for signing up. I can't wait to help turn your blog into a profitable business. Then we have Joy from Augusta. Joy, thank you so much for signing up for Blogging for Bucks. I'm so excited. I can't wait to work with you all. All right, all right. People are signing up. Great. Let me get to another question. This question is from Lisa. She says, I am not the greatest student. What if I wanted to work with you personally? Are you going to be available personally to help me through this? I'm kind of buzzy when it comes to tech. Okay. Well, that's a great question, Lisa. And I know I'm a professor, and I understand that there are different levels of students and people learn different ways. So what I actually have is I have one-on-one sessions throughout the course that I can provide to my students, right? So you're going to get information on these one-on-one sessions, but only if you sign up for the course. If you sign up for the course, you will see material about how to sign up for my one-on-one sessions. I only have 10 slots. Once they're gone, they're gone. And those normally fill up super duper fast, because as the bonus, I meet with everybody at the end of the course, and we do, a 6-month strategy, and I review your blog. But throughout the course, of course, I'll be in the Facebook group. But if you want to meet with me one-on-one, if you want to schedule those sessions, I only have 10 spots available for that. And when you sign up for my course, if hopefully you will, you're going to get the information about that. So that is a great question. So yes, I do work with my students one-on-one throughout the course, but you got to sign up for that, and I can only do that for a limited amount of students. Okay, so we have, Tom signed up for the course. Thank you, Tom, for joining Blogging for Bucks. Hadassah signed up for Blogging for Bucks. Thank you. I cannot wait. I'm excited. I'm excited to meet you guys and to see what you're blogging about and how I can help. So I want to say I will honor all of the bonuses for as long as I'm on the webinar. So that fast action bonus of the slides to this course and the digital pricing guide, I will honor those for as long as I'm on this call. Someone says, Francina, she said, I can't sign up until Friday. Can I still get the discount? Francina, for you, because you're from Philly, right? Yes, the discount will still be in effect Friday. Caroline, says, what if I don't have anything to sell? Great question. I told you in Module 2, we're going to talk about 10 ways to make money online. And one of those ways is a way that everybody can do, even if they have no idea what they're going to sell. We're going to talk about that in Module 2. All right. Then let's see, we have another question. Let's see, who's this from? This is from Derek. Derek says, when does the refund policy start? Does it start from the time we sign up for the course or at the beginning of this course? The refund, the 14 days starts at the beginning of the course, right? So when you sign up, that's like the free time, and then the 14 days starts on the first day of the class. Great question. Okay, so we've got Tim that just signed up for Blogging for Bucks. Thank you. Okay, Jack signed up. Thank you, Jack, for signing up for Blogging for Bucks. Bill asks, I don't know how to create a blog. Do you provide technical assistance on creating a blog? That's a great question, Bill. This course, I don't focus on actually creating it for you. I'm going to help you with it. I'm going to provide resources to help you. But the goal of this course is not actually to create it. I'm going to hope that your blog is at least in existence, even at least for a day. If not, I can refer you to some material and, you know, get you the help that you need to set that up. Okay, that's a great question as well. Okay, so let me look at some other questions. So Tanya says, what is the best blog site to use? WordPress, Blogger, or Tumblr? Personally, I have used Blogger in the past. That was perfectly fine. Now I use WordPress, and I've used WordPress for like, I mean, at least the 5 years that I've had MarcellaWilson.com. So I prefer WordPress because I'm just so used to it. You know, that's what I recommend. So that's what I would, if I was helping someone set up their blog, I would say WordPress. Okay, great question. So I want to let everyone know that, again, that I'm going to honor all the bonuses for as long as I'm on the webinar. Once I get off this webinar, the bonuses like the cheat sheet for the slides to this webinar go away. The digital product pricing guide, that goes away. Okay, I've got another question from Tina. Tina G. I'm not going to butcher your last name. Tina G. Tina G says, can I pay in installments? Yes, you can. So either you can do the, you can pay all at once for $497, or you can pay in 3 installments of $197 each. Okay, so I understand that, you know, you may not be able to pay all at once. It was definitely important for me to provide installments to you because, hey, I'm a sister on a budget. So I want to provide that for everyone else as well. So yes, you can. Okay, up. So we've got some more sign-ups. Let me pull up their names. So we have Kim L that just signed up. Thank you, Kim, for signing up. We've got Kelly S from Atlanta, Georgia. Thank you, Kelly, for signing up. We've got Camilla from College Park who just signed up. Thank you, Camilla. I know there are a lot of college parks like in Maryland and Georgia. I won't ask you which college park. Oh, I see it. Okay, I won't put your business out there. But thanks, Camilla, for signing up. Let's see, we have someone else just popped up. We have Brett. Brett just signed up. Thank you so much, Brett, for signing up. I cannot wait. I'm excited. I'm so excited to teach you. Okay, so I have another question. I want to be sure to get to all your questions while I'm still on the webinar, and I'll try to stay on as long as I can. Okay, so the question says, can you tell me a little bit more about why email is important? That's a good question. So, like the slide said, the money is on the list because, I mean, email marketing is so important because everyone checks their email all day. So if someone gives you permission to send email to their inbox so you can talk to them more about not necessarily their products and services, your products and services, but maybe just educating them, just telling them more about makeup, right? Telling them, well, you know, if you sell makeup for African American women, like one of the people on this webinar, maybe people want to know the latest and greatest about makeup and what's coming out. You can be their source. You can be their guru. They say, yes, you can email me whenever you want to about this. And in turn, you can sell to them. So I'll tell you a story about this other guy who is an online marketer and he sells products online. He had a list of like 70,000 people on his email list. His wife just there was a time when his wife had a full-time job. She got fired, and they, you know, had like bought a house or something, or they had a house under contract, and they didn't have the, you know, they were like, oh, I just lost my job. How am I going to make, you know, put a down payment down or something? He said, no problem. I'll just come up with an ebook, tell my email list about it. He put that out there. He got the money in like a week. Because these are people on your email who trust you, they know you, they like you. That's how you make money off of your email list. So that's a great question. Okay. Okay. I see some other people have signed up. Aiden has signed up from Providence. Aiden, thank you for signing up. We have Jay from Toronto. Canada's in the house. Thank you, Jay, for signing up. You're going to get all the bonuses. So I do want to just reiterate that while we're on the call, while I'm on the call, I will honor all of the bonuses when the timer runs out. Even if the timer runs out and I'm still on the webinar, I will honor all of the bonuses. Okay. I want you to get your bonuses. Okay. So I want to say thank you for everyone who signed up so far. So let me check for more questions. You guys are writing lots of questions. So one says, you talk about getting people to your site for free. Are you going to talk about social media? Is that a free option? Absolutely. Absolutely. Social media is definitely a free option that we're going to talk about. I believe every blog or every online business should have at the very, very least, a Facebook account because of what we discussed in this webinar, right? We discussed how Google and Facebook are connected, right? So you at the very least want to have a Facebook account. Another thing that we're going to go over if you sign up for the course is that there are certain social media platforms that are better suited to certain types of business, right? Pinterest, for example. the majority of Pinterest users are women, right? And we got a lot of stats behind that. Women who are married and with children. So if you have a blog geared towards women or women that are married or women with children, Pinterest is your friend. So yeah, you may want to bypass, I don't know, Twitter and focus on Pinterest to draw more people to your blog. Okay, so these are some of the things that we're going to go over. Let's see what module that is. That's module 3, where it's called Create Traffic Jams on Your Blog for Free. So that's week 3. So week 3, we're going to go all into that, because if you don't have any social media accounts, you need to get them. And one of the things that I do is I make sure everyone, excuse me, my voice is cracking. I make sure that everyone has social media accounts, and we set them up, and we don't want to use them in a personal way. When we use our social media accounts, we're staying on brand. We're using them for business. So if you have to have a business account for Facebook, a Facebook page, and then your Facebook profile, that's what we're going to do, because you have to use it solely for business, right? We're going to stay on brand. That's definitely one of the things I talk about in that module. Okay, looks like some more people have signed up. Let me see, they're popping through. Let me shout out the names for you. Okay, Malia just signed up. Malia's in Houston. Thank you, Malia. I'm excited to work with you and take you under my wing. We have Micah that just signed up. Micah's in Seattle. Hey, Seattle. Hey, Micah. I've never been to Seattle. I always want to go there. Hope it's not raining today, but it probably is, right? Okay, so Micah just signed up. Let's see who else just signed up. Chris just signed up. Chris W. from Kalamazoo, Michigan signed up. Thank you, Chris, for signing up. I'm honored that you think enough of me and what I had to say that you want to join my class. I truly appreciate it. And then we have Emma from Laguna Beach, California. Hey, Emma. It's going to be fun meeting you and seeing what you blog about, and it's going to be great. Okay, so I'm going to take some more questions because I want to get to all of the questions. It says, Dr. Wilson. This is from Tay. Okay, so Tay says, Dr. Wilson, you have so much education. I mean, we can expect that your blog would have been successful right off the gate. How do we know that our blog will be just as successful? Okay, Tay, that is a good question. But you know what, the funny thing is, people think just because I have all of this education and I know a lot about computers and the internet, that people just automatically came to my blog when I, threw it up, and that's really not the case. I used what I knew. Like, I know how the internet works. I know the behind the scenes of how the internet processes things and how Google works and how social media works. I know those algorithms that everyday people don't know. I know that insider information, right? So I used all of that to get more attention to my blog, right? Now, initially, like I told you, I didn't know how to make money, right? I didn't get any money. I was getting people to my site in droves, but I wasn't making any money. It wasn't until, I had my twins and I was like stressed out, I was exhausted, and I was like, oh, I can't do this, that I actually started to look into studying marketing and how to make money online. That's when I started to combine that, what I already knew about the internet and blogging, When I combined the marketing and how to make money online, once I started that and combined that, that's where I came up with the 7 steps that you learned today. Okay, so once I added that marketing, making money, business component, that's when I started to really make money. And let me just say that I'm home. I work from my house. Right now, I'm in my furry socks. Okay, I teach a course online for the university, like I told you earlier, but the rest, I make money online. That's what I do. So I went over those 7 steps with you on how I learned to make money online. But if you sign up for this course, I'm going to show you all of my tricks. I'm going to open my magic book and give you everything. Everything? Everything. So, yeah, people weren't coming to me initially just because, I was Dr. Wilson. I was using what I knew to get people to my blog. I was using the internet because I knew how it worked. Then when I combined it with the business savvy, that's when I started to make money. Okay? Because all my friends, they know I work at home, and they're always asking me, how can I work at home? I want to get out of the rat race. How do I do this? So this is this is why I came up with this course, because everyone's always asking me, how can I be down? Okay, so I'm going to encourage you to sign up for today. Sign up for the sign up for the course. It's a one-time payment of $497, or you can do it in 3 installments of $197. The link to join is at the bottom of the page. I am so grateful to everyone who has signed up. The URL you can go to sign up is marcellawilson.com/join. All right. I will honor all of the bonuses if you sign up today. But I appreciate everyone who has logged on, who's listened, who's asked questions, and who's been attentive. I'm going to encourage you to follow your gut, believe in yourself, give yourself permission to follow your dreams, to trust your instincts. I want you to understand that you are not on this webinar by accident. It's because you have a vision and a dream, and that can come to fruition. You can make money online. You can generate a healthy income. Like I said, I work solely at home. I make money off my blog. It's a full-time income and then some, and then some. I want to show you how to do the same thing too. All right? You can be profitable if you sign up for this course. I'm going to give you all the information, training, templates, tools, support, encouragement that I can to help you be successful. Okay? So with that, thank you again. I believe in you. I know you can do it. If anybody has any more questions, you can email me at marcella@marcellawilson.com. I will email you back. So that's marcella@marcellawilson.com. If you have any questions, the email on the screen is my support email, but if you want to get to me directly, marcella@marcellawilson.com. I will email you back. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. All right, with that, I want to encourage you to sign up. I thank you so much for your time. Thank you for listening to me. I truly, truly appreciate it. Believe in yourself. You can do it. Give yourself permission to fly. Thank you so much. Have a great evening.